Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Announce publicly or officially. Make known. Make an announcement. Foreshadow or presage. Give the names of. He announced the winners of the spelling bee. Announce publicly or officially. The president declared war. Declare to be. She was declared incompetent. Authorize payments of. Declare dividends. Designate, a trump suit or no trump, with the final bid of a hand. Make a declaration, of dutiable goods, to a customs official. Do you have anything to declare? Proclaim one's support, sympathy, or opinion for or against. His wife declared at once for moving to the West Coast. State emphatically and authoritatively. He declared that he needed more money to carry out the task he was charged with. State firmly. He declared that he was innocent. Have as a meaning. Multi denotes many. Make known. Make an announcement. She denoted her feelings clearly. Be a sign or indication of. Her smile denoted that she agreed. Foreshadow or presage. Make a prediction about. Tell in advance. Indicate, as with a sign or an omen. Foreshadow or presage. Something that precedes and indicates the approach of something or someone. Foreshadow or presage. Something that precedes and indicates the approach of something or someone. Praise vociferously. Formal, a person who announces important news. The chieftain had a herald who announced his arrival with a trumpet. Foreshadow or presage. Greet enthusiastically or joyfully. Indicate through a symbol, formula, etc. The territory occupied by a nation. A politically organized body of people under a single government. The state has elected a new president. Chemistry. The three traditional states of matter are solids, fixed shape and volume, and liquids, fixed volume and shaped by the container, and gases, filling the container. The solid state of water is called ice. The territory occupied by one of the constituent administrative districts of a nation. His state is in the deep south. Put before. The federal department in the United States that sets and maintains foreign policies. Express in words. State your opinion. A state of depression or agitation. He was in such a state you just couldn't reason with him. The group of people comprising the government of a sovereign state. The state has lowered its income tax. The way something is with respect to its main attributes. The current state of knowledge. Have or contain a certain wording or form. What does the law say? Give instructions to or direct somebody to do something with authority. Express a supposition. Let us say that he did not tell the truth. Speak, pronounce, or utter in a certain way. I cannot say, zip wire. Report or maintain. The registrar says that I owe the school money. Express in words. communicate or express nonverbally. What does this painting say? Indicate. The clock says noon. Recite or repeat a fixed text. State as one's opinion or judgment. Declare. I say let's forget this whole business. The chance to speak. Let him have his say. Utter aloud. Give instructions to or direct somebody to do something with authority. Give evidence. He was telling on all his former colleague. Narrate or give a detailed account of. Inform positively and with certainty and confidence. I tell you that man is a crook. Express in words. Tell me what is bothering you. A Swiss patriot who lived in the early 14th century and who was renowned for his skill as an archer. According to legend, an Austrian governor compelled him to shoot an apple from his son's head with his crossbow, which he did successfully without mishap. Mark as different. Discern or comprehend. He could tell that she was unhappy. Let something be known. Act as an informer. She had informed on her own parents for years. Give character or essence to. The principles that inform modern teaching. Impart knowledge of some fact, state of affairs, or event to. I informed him of his rights. Give the name or identifying characteristics of. Refer to by name or some other identifying characteristic property. Identify as in botany or biology, for example. Recognize as being. Establish the identity of someone or something. Conceive of as united or associated. Consider oneself as similar to somebody else. Consider to be equal or the same. Assign a specified, usually proper name to. They named their son David. Give or make a list of. Name individually. Give the names of. Give the name or identifying characteristics of. Refer to by name or some other identifying characteristic property. Many senators were named in connection with the scandal. Family based on male descent. He had no sons and there was no one to carry on his name. Determine or distinguish the nature of a problem or an illness through a diagnostic analysis. Charge with a function. Charge to be. She was named head of the committee. Identify as in botany or biology, for example. A defamatory or abusive word or phrase. A well-known or notable person. They studied all the great names in the history of France. Make reference to. His name was mentioned in connection with the invention. Create and charge with a task or function. A language unit by which a person or thing is known. His name really is George Washington. A person's reputation. He wanted to protect his good name. By the sanction or authority of. Halt in the name of the law. Mention and identify by name. Name your accomplices. State or announce. Put a law into effect by formal declaration. Mix together different elements. Lose its distinct outline or shape. Blend gradually. A form of rummy using 2 decks of cards and 4 jokers. jokers and deuces are wild. The object is to form groups of the same rank. Announce for a score of cards in a card game. A job in an organization. He occupied a post in the treasury. Mark with a stake. Transfer entries from one account book to another. United States manufacturer of breakfast cereals and postum, 1854 to 1914. United States female author who wrote a book in a syndicated newspaper column on etiquette, 1872 to 1960. Military installation at which a body of troops is stationed. This military post provides an important source of income for the town nearby. Cause to be directed or transmitted to another place. Assigned to a station. A pole or stake set up to mark something, as the start or end of a racetrack. A pair of posts marked the goal. The system whereby messages are transmitted via the post office. In England they call mail the post. Place so as to be noticed. Post a sign. Mark or expose as infamous. Any particular collection of letters or packages that is delivered. Is there any post for me? The position where someone, as a guard or sentry, stands or is assigned to stand. A soldier manned the entrance post. United States aviator who in 1933 made the first solo flight around the world, 1899 to 1935. Affix in a public place or for public notice. Post a warning. An upright consisting of a piece of timber or metal fixed firmly in an upright position. He set a row of posts in the ground and strung barbed wire between them. Assigned to a post. Put into a post. The newspaper posted him in Timbuktu. Display, as of records in sports games. Enter on a public list. Publicize with, or as if with, a poster. I'll post the news on the bulletin board. Ride Western style and bob up and down in the saddle in rhythm with a horse's trotting gait. The delivery and collection of letters and packages. It came by the first post. Call attention to. Make public. Call attention to. Make public. An essay, especially one written as an assignment. To give an account or representation of in words. The act of informing by verbal report. He heard reports that they were causing trouble. A written evaluation of a student's scholarship and deportment. His father signed his report card. Be responsible for reporting the details of, as in journalism. Snow reported on China in the 1950s. A short account of the news. The report of his speech. A written document describing the findings of some individual or group. The general estimation that the public has for a person. He was a person of bad report. Announce as the result of an investigation or experience or finding. Dozens of incidents of wife beatings are reported daily in this city. Announce one's presence. I report to work every day at 9 o'clock. A sharp explosive sound, especially the sound of a gun firing. They heard a violent report followed by silence. Complain about. Make a charge against. I reported her to the supervisor. Make known to the authorities. One student reported the other to the principal. Phonetics. An individual sound unit of speech without concern as to whether or not it is a phoneme of some language. Logically valid. A sound argument. Measure the depth of a body of water with a sounding line. The subjective sensation of hearing something. He strained to hear the faint sounds. Make a certain noise or sound. Having legal efficacy or force. A sound title to the property. In excellent physical condition. A sound mind in a sound body. The audible part of a transmitted signal. Of sleep, deep and complete. A sound sleeper. A narrow channel of the sea joining two larger bodies of water. Exercising or showing good judgment. A sound approach to the problem. Utter with vibrating vocal cords. A large ocean inlet or deep bay. The main body of the sound ran parallel to the coast. Announce by means of a sound. Sound the alarm. Appear in a certain way. This sounds interesting. Cause to sound. Sound the bell. Complete. Thorough. Politicians have no sound grasp of technology issues. Financially secure and safe. Sound investments. Free from moral defect. A man of sound character. Give off a certain sound or sounds. This record sounds scratchy. In good condition, free from defect or damage or decay. A sound timbre. Mechanical vibrations transmitted by an elastic medium. Falling trees make a sound in the forest even when no one is there to hear them. The particular auditory effect produced by a given cause. The sound of rain on the roof. The sudden occurrence of an audible event. The sound awakened them. Vigorous or severe. A sound thrashing. A playing card in the suit that has been declared trumps. The ace of trumps is a sure winner. A brass musical instrument with a brilliant tone. Has a narrow tube and a flared bell and is played by means of valves. Play a trump. Proclaim or announce with or as if with a fanfare. Get the better of. Card games. The suit that has been declared to rank above all other suits for the duration of the hand. Clubs were declared trumps. Produce a sound as if from a trumpet. Call attention to. Please don't advertise the fact that he has AIDS. Make publicity for. Try to sell a product. Proclaim or announce with or as if with a fanfare. Call attention to. Make publicity for. Try to sell a product. Announce loudly. Announce loudly. Proclaim or announce in public. Utter aloud. Often with surprise, horror, or joy. Call out loudly, as of names or numbers. Challenge to a duel. Utter a sudden loud cry. Utter aloud. Often with surprise, horror, or joy. Shed tears because of sadness, rage, or pain. A slogan used to rally support for a cause. A cry to arms. A loud utterance of emotion, especially when inarticulate. A cry of rage. A loud utterance, often in protest or opposition. Proclaim or announce in public. Before we had newspapers, a town crier would cry the news. A fit of weeping. Had a good cry. Bring into a particular state by crying. Demand immediate action. This situation is crying for attention. The characteristic utterance of an animal. Utter a characteristic sound. The cat was crying. To accuse or condemn or openly or formally or brand as disgraceful. He denounced the government action. Give away information about somebody. Announce the termination of, as of treaties. Speak out against. He denounced the Nazis.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.